Hi, this is Allie from Crafty Crafters. I'm here to share something with you. I made this cute little journal or travel journal or notebook or whatever you want to call it out of some really fun fox leather. It's not real leather, it's like fake leather, but it feels like real leather and it's very beautiful. I picked this particular color because it has like a pinkish color to it. It's like I don't even know what it has, a pinkish pretty color to it. Iridescent kind of color. And I put a cute little flower thing there. You can put anything there you want. But the neat thing about it is that you could add paper to it after you finish whatever you're using your paper. You could add more. So it's a Velcro closure, as you can see. And you open up the book and it has like 3 signatures. That means 3 sections. So this one has a pretty paper book, scrapbook paper on it. Then it has 10 sheets in each one. So 5 sheets folded in half. So there's, quite a few. So there's 3 sections or 3 signatures. There's 1, 2, 3. And each one is held in by some elastic that I purchased. And you can see the back binding right there. But it's a very fun, easy thing to do. And I want to show you how to do this. I was surfing YouTube looking for cute little ideas, and I ran across this video from somebody else, and she did a wonderful job. And I know that some people don't subscribe to her, so I thought I would mimic her video, and so the people that don't subscribe to her could see how to do it. And I will put a link to hers down below because her channel is a very awesome channel. So there's a lot of cute ideas she has on there, fun, easy things, and she does step by step like I do. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So let's get started. First, I'll tell you what you need to make this. So you'll need to go to wherever you want to go. I got mine at Hobby Lobby. And as you can see, it's called Fox Leather. And it's $4.99. If you get it 50% off, it's cheaper. You could get 1 book and a half out of this. So if you get 2 rolls, you can make 3 books out of this. These are like great Christmas gifts, or if you want to just sell them like at a craft store, it's very easy. So you're going to need this first. You also need some elastic, which I also got at Hobby Lobby, decorative trim, and it's elasticy, okay? You'll need Velcro, which I got from the dollar store. You will need some glue. Even though the Velcro is sticky, I always back it with this permanent fabric glue because it'll hold on and the Velcro will not come off. Because I know that when I use the Velcros that are sticky, they say they're supposed to stay half the time they come off. So this is just for double security. You also need some scissors. You'll need a pencil. You'll need a ruler. You will need a paper cutter. You'll need some scrapbook paper, which I have some right here. And you'll need copy paper for the insides. So the very first thing what I do is I will get my scissors and my ruler out. I'll need my pencil in a minute. And I will take my packaging off of this. And the size book that I made when it was all done was a 4x6. So you'll take your little stuff and roll it out. And what you're going to do, first thing is you're going to measure 8 inches. And you're going to fold in half. So you're going to measure this out 8 inches. So the cool thing about this, like I was saying, you could get 1.5 books. If you buy 2 rolls, you could get 3 books total out of them. Because if you take this and do your 8 inches right here, and notice there's 8 inches left. So that's your other half a book. So I will take this. This is the easiest way that I have found to do it, is I'll take this and line it up, fold it, grab my scissors, and cut off the thing. So there's that. And here's my other piece from my last book. So I will lay it right there. So that's 1 book. And then I will take this, make sure it's lined up nicely, and I will cut it right here. Now, if you don't feel comfortable using your scissors and you are a quilter, you could take your rotary cutter and cut it, and that will be perfect. But it's okay if you're a little bit off, because when you take it to the sewing machine, it's going to kind of move a little bit. As you can see, it moves a tiny bit. And you're going to have to cut off little edges to make sure it's nice and straight. So once you've done that, the next step, what you'll do is, because it's 6 inches tall by 4 inches wide, which is 8 inches long, you will now take and measure, take one of them off, of course, and you will take and measure up 6 inches. And put a little mark there. A little mark there. Take my ruler, match it up, and do a light line. Then I take my scissors, and I will cut right along that line. My cat got in here again. He loves to come visit me. Move, go on, kitty. I will then take this one. I guess Prometheus is going to be a part of this video tonight. He does not want to move. I will then take this one and match it up and cut off this extra. So now, once you've done that, you have done your little book. This is the first half. Well, it's not going to be perfect because it's not sewn, but you're going to fold it in half and take a look. See? It's exactly what you're going to do. You will then take the next step. You got that done. You're going to take your little strap here, and it's going to be 1.5 inches. You will take and measure out 1.5. It's going to be 1.5 inches wide by 6 inches long. You could do it shorter if you want. I just like the 6 inch. I think it just gives lots of room. So I will then take this and cut it out. Measure out 6 inches. Once you do that, we'll take your next piece just like you did with the other one. Line it up on here. Cut off the extra piece. And cut off this one. Okay. Oops. So now you have your 2 pieces cut. The next step, once you've done that, is you could either glue it with this glue. It's by Beacon. It's a fabric glue. Some people like to do that, and you take and you open it up and you'll put glue right here, and stick it together. And same thing with this book. You will then do the same thing. You will wait 24 hours before you proceed to the next step. I personally do not like to use the glue, because I like the way it looks when it's sewn. So I went to my sewing machine. I'm going to show you what I did. I then took that small piece and I did a nice sewing line all the way around the edges. Nice and neat and straight. On that one. And then on the main book, I took and just sewed. Every sew just right on the edge. Nice, neat line all the way around. Okay? After I finished that, I then took my little strap and I put it on the back. What I did was I took and I folded this over first, and I gave it a nice little crease, and I figured out where I wanted it. So I took and I lined it up on the back, and I wanted it about right there. I want to allow a little extra for the book to open up. So you want to see how that looks like that? So I kind of figured out where I wanted. Then I took it to the sewing machine and I stitched all the way around. And I did it 2 times to give it extra strength. So that is that right there. After I did that. So the next step after I did that was I got my fun elastic out. And I took my book and I made sure that was on the back. And I laid out my elastic and I wrapped it around. And I just see how it's kind of pulling a tiny bit. You don't want it to pull too much. Give it a nice little bit of a tug. And this is the elastic that holds in the signature pieces. So it's important that you make it a little tight, but not too tight. So once I did that, see, I just kind of gave it a little bit. Then I cut it off. Okay. So I did that. And I put in 3 of them. Because you're going to do 3 signatures. Okay. So after you do that, you will then take your scrapbook paper and you will cut 3 pieces of pretty paper, which I happen to have done. I cut my scrapbook paper 7 3/4, because remember, this was 8 inches long by 6 inches wide by 6 inches. So I cut 3 pieces of scrapbook paper. 1, 2, 3. Then I took, and if you look at this very closely, actually I'll put it backwards so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I took and cut under about 1/8 of an inch all the way around the paper to allow, see, about 1/4 of an inch, see? So it was 1/8 all the way around. So that when this was folded, because it's going to go in a signature, you will then, after you've done all that, you'll then take your first pattern paper, fold it in half, give it a nice crease. You will then take your copy paper, give it a nice fold, and stick it in the middle. You will do that to all 3 of your sections. Okay? Boom. 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 Okay? After you get them all folded, I'm going to set that one aside. You will then open it up and see your little, make sure you get the right way. Put that one in. You'll grab this one. Stick it in. And you grab your last one. Same thing, all of them. Fold them all in half. Making sure the papers are all straight. Put them in your book. And then straighten them all out, all your little signatures. And then you will close your book up. Okay? Once I get them all straightened up, they'll be perfect. So right now, they're just kind of wobbly. You just kind of keep adjusting until you get them just right. Okay? So once you've done that, now the last step, after you got all that done, you'll see that I've already done that on this one. I will show you on the other one. You will then take your Velcro and grab 2 pieces. You'll then take your little bit of glue, and this is the cool part. I gotta make sure. The way you know what I do is I take and make sure this is on the outside where it's sewed, so that when this goes around, it all goes together real nice. Okay, so I make sure it's like that. So I'm going to take my Velcro, and I will then put a little glue right here. Now the reason I use glue, even though it is sticky, is that it ensures it'll stay. Because sometimes, well, most of the time, they say that they don't come off, but they do. I do a little extra. And I'll take this one, and I will put a little glue on it. Now, one way you can do is stick it on here like this and match it up, but I find that it wants to come off, so I just kind of like put it about where I think it should go. And I look, and I make sure that there's enough room for that. So that is perfect right there. I'm going to let that dry. Now, the really cool thing is now you can pick your little closures. So I have picked out a few little closures here that I chose. and you'll see them. And I think I will use this one this time. So I took, and I'll put a little glue there, and stick my closure on, and voila. Give it about an hour and it'll dry real nice. And it will look like this when it's all done. Very nicely done. Okay, so that's how you make this awesome book with the signatures. As you can see, it's not that hard. And you can see this one, how perfect it looks, because I've got it all fixed up nicely done. If you like my video and you'd like to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and be sure to look down in the comments, and I'll give you a link to the person that I saw this original video on so she could get credit for it, and she could share with you a bunch of cool things that she makes. Okay? Have a great day. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.